Hello, my dear students. In today's video, we will discuss about third poem of our book, Flamingo. But before taking up that poem, let's analyze this picture. What is the picture all about? What does it represent? My dear students, if we look at this picture carefully, then we can easily interpret that it indicates to be keep quiet. So, this is also the title of our today's poem, Keeping Quiet, written by Pablo Neruda. Pablo Neruda, life tenure 1904 to 1973. It was his pen name. His real name was Neftali Ricardo Reis Besalito. Later on, Pablo Neruda, it became his legal name. He was an all-rounder. He was not only a poet, but also a diplomat and politician. He was a Chilean poet. Chilean means he was born in a country named Chile, and that country is located in South America. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1971. He wrote in green ink, which was his personal symbol for desire and hope. He was moved by the violence, cruelty to animals, and plight of manual workers. In the present poem, Keeping Quiet, he talks about the necessity of quiet introspection and creating a feeling of mutual understanding among the human beings. My dear students, I have used the term introspection. Introspection means self examination. To analyze your actions, whether they are good or bad ones. And this analysis can be done in the state of complete silence. Many of us have the habit of analyzing our day activities before sleeping at night. Why do we choose only that time period? Because there is complete silence. So, we can infer that why the poet stresses upon the need of quiet introspection. Let's discuss briefly about the poem. Keeping quiet is a call for introspection for all human beings who have divided themselves on the basis of race, language, caste, creed, and nationalities. The poem is presented in the form of an exercise for maintaining silence and stillness. In these moments of silence, one can break the shackles of discrimination, hatred, violence, and create an exotic moment. Exotic means rare, unusual, extraordinary moment of togetherness. In such inactivity and silence, we can feel the strength of humanity. Poetic style. Pablo Neruda has divided this poem into different stanzas, but there is no rhyme scheme. While you will read it, you will notice that the length of lines differs in different stanzas. Moreover, there is a shift in thought as we move from one stanza to another. Let's read the poem. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. The poet begins with counting 12, urging everyone to be still. He chose 12 for several reasons. 12 hints at the 12 hours of a day, which rules our life. 12 may be referred to 12 zodiac signs believed to be the controlling forces of our lives. And 12 may refer to 12 months of a year. And if we believe numerology, it's the digit of peace and prosperity. 12 even may be aimed for a preparation for all to be ready to plunge into the state of silence. And one thing more, when in the clock it strikes 12, then all the three hands of the clock they come to one place. It means they represent unity. So 12 number with reference to the clock represents unity. So poetic devices used in these two lines are we will. Verse sound is repeated here. That's why alliteration. Count still. Yes, two opposite ideas are sorry placed together. First one is count. The poet is asking us to count. It means we will do some movement. But on the same time, he asks to remain still. It means two opposite ideas. So, antithesis is also used here. Let's come to the second stanza. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Yes, the poet here appeals everyone to break the barriers of language and unite with one invisible tune that is silence. Yes, in the different countries of the world, people articulate their views in different languages. And suppose all the people are assembled at one place and they are sharing their views in their own languages, then it will create the situation of dispute or differences. No one would be able to understand the other views. Okay, that's why it is said that different languages they create barriers between the people, sorry, among the people. That's why the poet appeals us to break the barriers of this language by not using any language only for 1 second. With the word earth, the poet hints at all the human living devoid the identity of country, creed, and caste. Though language is the identity of a country or a race, he affirms that humans are more important and the identity of being a human of earth is broader realization. So, here in this stanza, the poet requests us not to use any language and not move our arms so much. He even asks not to make any movement with our arms. Here in this stanza, the arms word, beta, it has two meanings. One, the one arms is the body part of are the body part of human beings, and the second beta refers to weapons. And if a word gives two different meaning, same word is giving two different meaning, then which figure of speech is used there? Pun. And the second poetic device is stop for 1 second. Stop for 1 second. Such a sound is repeated. That's why alliteration is used here. It would be an exotic moment. Without rush, without engines, we would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Yes, which moment will be an exotic moment? The moment when all the human beings will stop all their activities. They will neither speak nor do any action. Okay, then if they are not doing any activity, it means there would be complete silence, and that will be a historical moment. It will be fascinating for all of us. Why? Because there would be no rush for earning money. There would be no trains, no cars, and no engines of any machine will move. All the people will be suddenly united. Why they will be united? Because they all will be in the same situation. All people will agree on this point and will forget their differences. So the poet declares silence as exotic because this silence will make us blissful, strange, and will bring complete equilibrium. So, poetic devices used here are without repetition. We would, was sound is repeated, alliteration. Sudden strangeness, sa sound is repeated, alliteration. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. If we all are still, we shall be able to introspect the mistakes and wrongs done. Here, fishermen are the representatives of all kinds of killers and oppressors. The poet wants them to cease their work and realize their mistakes. Whales here are the symbols of victims. And if fishermen they will stop catching the fish, it means they will stop the oppressors will stop exploiting the weaker section or the poor people of the society. The salt gatherer is explained as the representative of poor and lower section of the society, and these people they go up to any level to earn their livelihood and often hurt themselves irreparably. So if these people also will stop their activity, then what will happen? They will get some time to look at their bleeding hands. Poetic devices used here are cold sea, symbolized as a polar region, his hurt hands, alliteration. Next stanza. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victories with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. The poet here criticizes the people with green wars the people who are exploiting the environment by creating deforestation, by mining, or by extracting the oil from the earth in excess. And he also criticized the people who create or who wage the wars with fire or with chemical gases. They become victorious but with no survivors left. The poet mocks at the victory of those people who get victory over destruction. The poet asks them to leave the path of destruction and join the group of silence. He urges them to put on white clothes and walk with others doing nothing, which means anything negative and doing self introspection. So the poetic devices used here are words with alliteration, words with repetition also, clean clothes alliteration. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. Here, the poet makes it clear that he doesn't suggest total inactivity. Action is the hallmark of life, and inaction means death. The poet doesn't want to have any association with death. He only wants that war, industry, and violence should come to an end. That's why he wants us to stop a while and feel the calmness so that a positive introspection is done. If we were not so single minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. We, human beings, are single minded. We are always busy in achieving our goals, completing personal responsibilities, and we never stop a while to evaluate ourselves and understand ourselves. We never understand that we shall never be able to come out of these desires and achievements. If we could stop a while from these things, we would have understood the real purpose of our lives and ourselves. Rather, we go on with the fear of death calculation, how much of our dreams and wishes will be achieved. So, poetic devices in use we were alliteration. Vowel sound is repeated here. Now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I'll go. In conclusion, the poet taught us through the example of earth, which at one season may look as if dead but comes back with life in another season. Likewise, our life will also bear certain meaning when we walk on the right path, that is, introspecting in silence. In the last two lines, the poet leaves us to introspect as if he himself has gone through the same thing. Poetic device in use, dead, alive, antithesis. Two opposite ideas are here, antithesis. So this was the explanation of the poem. Now let's discuss about the main idea. In our present day fast moving lifestyle, we people are least concerned about our own inner self and instead keep finding faults in others. We fail to understand our fellow beings and in its place we develop hatred towards them. Today, we have reached a stage where we need to find the cause of sadness and the void, the empty place that has filled the major part of our life. Our lives today are all about wars and misunderstandings because we have no time to look within and introspect. So, this introspection can be attained only in complete silence. Moreover, it is rightly said, if speech is silver, silence is golden. For in the vast treasure of deep silence, one can find a large resource of peace and tranquility. Much of the evil shall disappear in the depths of an understanding, silent, and inactive life. For if man at one point of time does nothing, life on earth can become a heaven for those moments of life. So, this is the main idea of the poem. Title. The title of the poem, Keeping Quiet, emphasizes the necessity of quiet introspection and creating a feeling of mutual understanding among human beings. In this poem, the poet visualizes a state of comfortable inertia. It is this quietness that can give us an essential break to ponder over our tasks and their futility. Hence, the title is apt and justified. Now, it is time to answer few questions. First question is, what will counting up to 12 and keeping still help us achieve? Second, do you think the poet advocates total inactivity and death? Third, what is the sadness that the poet refers to in the poem? Fourth, what symbol from nature does the poet invoke to say that there can be life under apparent stillness? So, students, you have to write these questions in fair notebook. So, this is all about the poem Keeping Quiet. Thank you. Thank you so much.